come to two realizations. One is I don't know actually how I'm gonna pull shit out of my ass for this player today.
Got eyes on my back, but it's not my ops, it's Oz. But this girl so silly, she thinks she ain't Swiss, she a lobster. Her back Brazilian, she came from West, I call her Diego Costa. Where I blew at her back, back then I was just butt like a posture. You was that kid with a flair, but you fell off, I call you Oscar. I shouldn't have shot before I ever grew a mustache. I'm a girl, wanna follow me.
And I'm not trying to sound mean or anything like this, but this is something where I'm trusting the numbers. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Because when I watch Ro-Zangelo Daal, usually when I watch a player and I make a video, I'm kind of like, wow. But I didn't find that wow today. And I thought there was something wrong with me. Maybe it's because England lost or something like that. I'm not even supporting England. But I was like, am I okay? Because I'm making a video on a player that doesn't even get me excited. Pause. And so I was kind of thinking about it and I was like, should I really drop this video? Should I not? But I'm going to trust my research skills because I feel like they're pretty good most of the time. Most of the time. Have I been a research assistant in my life before? No. Have I done any official research? No. But boy, do I hyper focus? Yes. And my second thing was I kind of realized today that I'll never be able to glaze Jed Spence as much in a day than I did today. And that's a very, very sad realization because I had so much fun singing, and I need you more than ever, and I need you now, Jed Spence. And I'm never gonna get to sing that again, which is a deep and sad realization. But my friend Jeevan must have been pretty upset because we were just joking about Jed Spence the whole time. But he actually played really class. So shout out to you, Jed Spence, because we need you more than ever. But today we are not talking about Jed Spence. We are talking about Ro-Zangelo Daal. That is right. What a cool name. Ro-Zangelo Daal. Ro-Zangelo Daal. It's almost as if LeVar Ball had a long lost son that actually played football and he's killing it in the Netherlands because Ro-Zangelo Daal is absolutely killing it in the Netherlands for AZ Alkmaar. And I kind of feel like the club that this player was playing for kind of pushed me over the edge a tiny bit to drop the video today. I know it's very out of character for me, out of characteristic, not a word. Gotta start reading some more books like Kai Cenat. But it was very uncharacteristic of me to go for a player that really I couldn't figure out a wow factor. Like normally when I'm watching these videos, it's like one maybe midnight and I'm laughing. I'm like, wow, he really did that. And I'm realizing I can't laugh because people are sleeping in the house. Even now, I shouldn't be talking too loudly. But with Ro-Zangelo, I'm just gonna call him Daal. With Daal, there weren't too many clips or anything like that that really screamed to me, wow, what a great player. What an amazing player. Wow, wow, wow. I need to make a video about this right now. No, there wasn't really anything that was screaming like that. So I was really hesitant to drop the video today, to be honest with you. But as I kept scrolling, as I kept looking, and I kept looking, and I persisted, I finally figured out why. And it was actually a really good lesson for me when we're looking at players and as a general fan base. And I feel like this kind of ties into Anthony Gordon in some sort of way, who scored an amazing goal today for England. Ro-Zangelo Daal is a great player. He's an elite player, actually. And I'm going to tell you guys why today. And it's for ways that I didn't even realize a winger could provide until watching him play. And I guess it all kind of fits into my philosophy of really just looking for players who are outliers. And Ro-Zangelo Daal is an outlier, just not in the ways that I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be banging goals, putting the top bins, cutting it in, putting the top bins. You know, the usual stuff that I expect from a winger. And I bet it wouldn't be too exciting if I told you guys at the start of the video that, oh, I found an amazing winger who plays like Gabriel Martinelli. Everybody would have clicked off. But hey, Martinelli had a great rise for a reason. And I feel like the fact that Dahl is only 2 mil, that's kind of a steal right now, especially for any team in a top 5 league looking for a solid winger. Because, hey, that's the goal of these videos today. Sometimes I like to make you guys laugh too on the side, but you know, if I really wanted to be a comedian, I'd be going to amateur night and I'd be throwing shit at the wall. But we're not Tottenham here. But um oh, I forgot his name. Oh my god. Ro-Zangelo Daal, man. Ro-Zangelo Daal. I made myself laugh that I forgot who I was talking about. Ro-Zangelo Daal. What I realized was so great about him is he's actually an amazing passer of the ball. And an absolute amazing passer of the ball. Not in the way that I usually think about passers. When I think about amazing passers, I think about somebody who can split the line, break the line, long switches, counterattacking key passes, And I was looking at Dahl, and again, I was looking at the tapes, and you guys can look at the tapes behind me. Like, do you see anything that's making you go, damn? What a crazy play! Like I'd say for like an academy player, like this is like pretty standard stuff. Would I ever play at this level? Absolutely not. But I've not seen anything too crazy here, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't see anything too crazy too. So we're both not blind. But he's an amazing passer of the ball in the ways that sometimes we don't realize Odegaard is an amazing passer of the ball. He knows the exact weights of what the pass needs, which goes to show some sort of feel, but also I'd say weirdly intelligence, and that's me pulling stuff out of my ass there, because I don't know how to describe it, but he's really good at just passing the ball, which is important as a winger because I feel like some of his best performances have been just when he's dropping a couple of assists, not being that main guy scoring goals. He can score here and there, but man, every single one of his passes or what he's needed to do as a winger, he does. He does to great quality. Would that make him the best role playing winger ever? Possibly, maybe. But I was looking at some of the passes that he was making. Those passes where, the midfielder crashes to the half space and you need to make that perfect weighted pass so it doesn't go out of bounds. Dahl can do that. Absolutely, he can do that to an amazing capacity. Is that even the right word? I don't even know. I'm just pulling stuff. But he can do that too incredibly. He can do it very, very well. He can do it so well that every single time I see him on the ball and he's making those passes, he makes passing look easy, which sometimes I kind of forget that it's a skill in itself, We're just expected, players to be good passers. They're supposed to be good at passing. They're supposed to have good technique. But at the end of the day, these are humans making decisions and doing actions that, yes, they've been trained to do their whole lives, but Dahl does it with every single pass that he makes. Every pass is purposeful. Every pass has a purpose to it. And that's kind of the word that I was missing. His play is purposeful. And that's something that's really hard to measure that I found with Dahl. Every action, every stride that he does has a purpose to it. Sorry, there was something flying around my room. I had to swat it down. Everything that Dahl was doing has a purpose. Because look, I'm still looking here and I've been talking for 8 minutes and I've yet to find something that makes me go, wow, this kid is like the next Messi or something like that. Nope. I don't see anything, Wait, I gotta pause. All right, we're back. And look, see, I still don't see anything that's like making me go, wow. And not to this, but maybe we won't see anything for most of the video, even though this is a pretty nice take on. But that's what he's good at. He's fast and he's purposeful. His speed and his weight of pass is absolutely amazing. He is quick as fuck. He is super fast. He can beat any defender 1v1 with his speed alone, and that is something that stats can clearly just not measure unless I were to put a tracker on him and look at his top speed. And maybe it's something I should have checked out before dropping this video. But Dahl, that's why he's so effective in his position. is the speed that he has, the technique that he has to take on players. He's got a very good, successful take on rates, and he's also a great passer. His passing stats were immaculate, absolutely immaculate, and big chances created as well. All great. And yes, there is some nuance in this because a lot of these stats weren't from the Eredivisie. It was actually the division under that, so the second division in the Netherlands. But still, that is no thing to look at and just be like, oh well. No, it's a great feat in itself, and it shows a lot of promise. And that's why I had to say today's video is basically just looking at the numbers and being like, I don't know why from a video perspective you're good, but I'm going to figure it out. And that's what I did today. That's what we did with Dal. And he actually taught me something because we also see this a lot with players. I remember when he first came to Arsenal, Arteta didn't really know what to do with him. He was like, we all knew Eze was a great player, but a coach as successful now, I'm going to say successful, as Arteta couldn't figure out what to do with his player. And that's what I mean. I'm not perfect either. I'm still learning things and I'm still trying to figure it out. And if somebody ever tells you that they know everything, they don't. They really don't. They might be lying. They might be LARPing actually. But this video is no LARP. This video was just me basically saying that I think Dahl is an amazing winger that is definitely undervalued. For 2 mil, you're getting an explosive winger who's a great passer on the ball. Amazing. From the Dutch league, who's already been in some sort of top 8 league, who's still a young and promising attacker, who plays for Netherlands, by the way. So there's a route for him into a great national team. I feel like all the signs are kind of leading up in a way to, wow, this actually shows a lot of promise. And promise it does, because Dal's got everything to be a great player. And I know I kind of dissed him in a way by saying, oh, he could be the perfect role player, but his performances have not even been role player-esque. They've been absolutely elite over a good amount of games by now, which I cannot remember off the top of my head. So again, I'm looking at the player and then I'm looking at the numbers, and there's some sort of disconnect and I'm confused, I'm very, very confused. But looking at Dal play, he just does the simple things really, really well. He's great at passing, he's great at dribbling, and he's fast. He can create chances and he can beat his man. That's all he really needs to do. He likes to drop back and create. And he's kind of more like I'd say even a Trossard maybe in that sense, where maybe if he adds some sort of clutch gene into his game, that would be very, very sick. But also, that's something that the stats just don't measure. There's no stat that I can look up and be like, wow, what a player. He's so clutch. Look, his clutch says he's at 10,000 clutch. Although that'd be absolutely sick and amazing, for Dal, that's just not the case. He's a player who has very strong passing stats and very good dribbling stats. He has a high number of successful take-ons. But that makes sense. We look at the dribbles that he's taking on, and we're using the words there, take on, take on. We're looking at the type of dribbles that he's completing, and I'm going like, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. And then when I look at the passing, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. So there's qualities there. It's just, what's the thing that takes him further and what's the thing that makes him better? A lot of people would look at this player and be like, man, look at this light-skinned guy talking about this average-ass Dutch winger. Who does he think he is? Who does he think he's going to be? This guy really thinks that he can make an impact in down in football or whatever he wants to do. Oh, man, silly Canadian. And you know what? I wanted to succumb to those voices in my head, but I realized that maybe there was something that was missing, and it was because Dal, like I was saying, is just quick, and he's able to get to that touchline, and he's able to beat a lot of his players. And I feel like I've said this for the third time already, and because that's really it. That's really it. He's great at beating players, and he's great at making passes, and he's great at knowing what to do in the right situations. It shows some good game awareness and game intelligence, which is also something that stats cannot measure. In what way? In no shape or way? No, that's not the right saying, Jalen. No shape. No shape. I don't know. I kind of give up on it now. But Daal, a great winger who plays at AZ Alkmar, which is a great club at identifying great talents, and he's been elite so far in all the performances that he dropped. For 2 mil euros, I think he's an absolute steal, and I feel like a lot of teams should be looking to sign him soon because man, he's under 23, he's on the market, and he's ready. Give him some more game time. Give him some more game time. Daal, guys, go check him out, please. And yeah, with that, I will see you guys all next time.